So my first question is, how do you feel about the environment in your community?
So the environment in my community, I used to live in Washington Heights. There, it's not so bad. However, it could be improved. So it's not the best, yet it's not the worst. So I could say that there's a lot of illegal dumpings around the street, or there's not enough trash cans at every corner, or the environment could be like less appealing as like compared to Fort Tryon. Fort Tryon has like a lot more biodiversity. It has a lot more like like more appealing gardens compared to here. It looks a little less taken care of.
My next question is, do you think the environment you live in affects your mental health?
Yeah, I can definitely say it does because it's a slight difference in mood. So if I were to go outside, it's a nice day, and I see that there's a lot of flower scenery going on. It can definitely uplift my mood. I feel like more at ease, more at peace, more content. Like it definitely has like a effect on my mood. I feel way better. Like if I were to go a garden, I feel a lot more at ease, like very peaceful. It's very like I feel very tranquil. Like I can also say like I can feel more better because I have like respiratory disease or like asthma, because it has like a different feeling to it, or even I can even like breathe a little better. Like I feel like not as trapped.
Does your mood change when you're outside at night compared to when you are outside during the daytime?
Um, yeah, yeah, I guess so because at night it seems a little bit more dull. Kind of prefer with daytime because you get a lot more sunlight, especially if it's springtime or summertime. So you get a lot more daylight. You feel a little bit more like less trapped. You feel like more adventurous because there's a beautiful sunlight going on. You can just be outside instead of being indoors all the time.
What is your favorite season?
I would say summer because that's where after spring, like the flowers are starting to like develop, but summer is where it starts to really blossom. So that's where all the beautiful scenery starts to kick in. You can see the trees start to like develop more green leaves, and the flowers popping up more, and it starts to get a little bit more hotter. You just feel more sunlight. I mean, everybody can agree they like the sunlight when they're chilling outside, and they like to be like more. How do you say? They like to be more. I don't know. They like to be more content with the sunlight. A lot of people like to be outside, like for example, just grilling, or you just go to the beach. Everybody likes to film.
The researchers do studies, and they've had a cohort, a group of people they have studied for over 20 years. And they have learned that at the moment that the child is in utero or in the woman's body, right, the child can already early on be exposed to environmental toxins and pollutants. And through this cohort, so they've studied some children as early as being in the woman's body. Mom gives birth, and they continue over the child's lifespan to assess how particular toxins that they may have been exposed to early on have evolved and affected or not their development or physiological circumstances.
Hi, so my name is Mia. Nice to meet you.
Hi, Mia.
I have two questions for you.
Okay.
As a person that would work with the youth and you also work with adults, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you believe that the like different environment and different green spaces can affect children and adults differently or the same?
I think that for children in particular, to have space and to have green space is very important for their development. To feel sort of this ease and space and relaxation. I mean, children, as all humans, we're all extremely adaptable. We get used to whatever circumstances we're in, as we've sort of experienced now with this pandemic and everything, how we're working now and everything. But children, I think, particularly need space to run, to, just learning how to crawl, how to walk, how to run, how to explore. They play with dirt, they touch everything, they feel everything. And greenery, I think, is just important for the psyche. Adults, we've already sort of, we have a more complex understanding of the world, so that we might tolerate, like, I didn't get to a park or to a place that's green and can provide me, peace and tranquility. But also as an adult, I know that I need it, so I'm going to go look for it. A child is dependent on their parent or their family to say, hey, let's take the baby out, or the child, little toddler, high school even, and go out and play, and how important that is. Getting strong little bodies, running around, jumping, all those things that people do outside. Sometimes our indoor spaces are very small for that kind of activity. I do think that it is very important for the development of a child.
In your opinion, do you believe that, say the whole pandemic, ever since COVID, do you believe that it has changed since before and after COVID?
What has changed? Our mental health?
Oh, well, just green spaces in general, like the usage of it.
I think the pandemic has been an extraordinary experience that we are going to start learning so many things and how it has affected us, both our use and our comfort of being outdoors. I mean, I'm hoping that, if you all remember last March, we were all like, oh, don't go outside. We were just so freaked out because we didn't even know what it was. I mean, we could have been outside and been 10 feet away from someone, 12 feet away, 2 blocks away from the next human. And I think back in March, April of last year, May, we were just kind of still freaked out about the whole idea. And yet we probably very much needed to be outside. And with the tremendous stress and anxiety that something like the unknowns of the pandemic were back in the beginning. Mental health from that aspect, and maybe the need for those outdoor spaces is so important. I believe the parks were probably somewhat maintained, probably things stayed cleaner.
How do you feel about the environment in your community?
Well, I live in Brooklyn, but I've worked in Washington Heights a lot of my life. In my particular community, I think it's nice. I live almost, my husband's an artist, so we live sort of in a commercial zone, but it's also residential. So I think here my problem is the garbage, and it's not even the commercial part that's the garbage. I was just doing a little research for my job, and I was learning that, we've kind of noticed that our garbage is getting picked up less, and because the city has this big budget deficit because of the pandemic, and so they're not picking up garbage as frequently.
Does being around parks increase your mood?
So increases my good mood, yes. I like being outdoors. I love going to the parks and green spaces, riding my bike out to Coney Island. I mean, it's to have that kind of space is wonderful. I'm proud of your corridor, and I can't wait to see what happens. I know there's some gardens right around. And really, it's just us doing stuff, people taking charge and making things happen. So youth, I totally believe in you all, because I think the coolest things I ever did were in my youth when I was younger. And, maybe it's because when we become parents, then we're like sucked in to care for our children. So right now, guys, it's your time. You have this time, and take it and run with it and make some changes.
I really appreciate you so much for being able to make it for this interview.
Okay, and I'm happy to do it. And John, I just didn't want to bore you guys with the same stuff, but you asked very different questions, so I hope this is helpful to your project.
Yeah, it was greatly helpful.
Okay, I salute you guys. Adelante, hijos. Okay?
All right, thank you so much.
Adelante. Bye-bye.
Bye. Take care. Have a great rest of your day.
Thank you, you too.